Am I waiting for it
And
to?
we're live.
We're live. 48-hour art check, episode 26, coming at you uh, in the middle of a Walmart parking lot with an oncoming monsoon, and we have no intro animation.
So here's the music.
Shink, shink, shink.
48-hour art check. No split screen either. We're just doing a regular hangout. Do you want to kind of get into why?
Sure, yeah. So we've been trying to adopt. We've talked about this for a little while. I'm like pacing with nervous energy. Yeah, and so our baby was born this morning at 7:30 a.m. and so we flew in yesterday for that and made it in time and all that. And so I'm on the road. So that's kind of the short end. I'm sure I'll cover more of that during the struggles section, but that's kind of the gist.
Wow. So that's amazing. So you've literally been kind of taking care of a newborn since this morning.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and an 8-year-old at the same time. So yeah, it's been a day.
Man, so exciting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Congrats. I'm glad he came out okay, and yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he's healthy and eating and doing all the things he should be doing and hitting all the markers. And so, and nothing's official. So those of you that were expecting me to post stuff online, I was also expecting to post stuff online, but I can't until it's legal. So that'll probably be sometime next week. So, but everything seems fine. We had dinner with the expectant parents the night before, and they were super nice. And so, yeah.
that's super cool. Like honestly, looking forward to next week.
Yeah.
All right, well we should probably keep it short because I'm sure you have some stuff to do. That's a little more important.
Yeah. Just uh, running errands for the hotels. This guy has a very loud engine. Sorry.
Wow. No worries. It's ambiance.
Right.
All right. So, what should we get into what we accomplished?
Yeah. Do you want to start?
Sure. So let me see if I can get screen share going. Did I close that out like an idiot? I think I might have closed it out. Okay. Well, you know what? Just keeping this kind of light or whatever. If you're curious, you can just check out my Instagram. But I did the type pencils for panel 1, 2, and 3 of my page, and so I have like one panel left to pencil after that, and I should be on point. So it's actually been pretty good, and I feel good about accomplishing the goals because I definitely didn't have to fly to a different state or have a newborn. So I think for plans and challenges, especially when we get to that, um, obviously I think yours will take the cake this time. But but
We keep trading off.
yeah, but I do feel good because it's like rush season at my work. We're in second interviews, which means by the end of the week we'll probably have chosen a candidate. But that just sucks out a lot of time. And during a rush season, when you're an art director, if you're away from your desk for 2 hours or an hour, it's like your inbox is just flooded, and it's like there goes your day. So,
Right.
so I feel pretty good because I've been, especially today, I experienced a lot of resistance when I got home because I was just exhausted.
Yeah.
And overcame it, got my comicking done in time for the art check. So how about you? Plans?
So what I've gotten done was I'm gonna move over here. Right before I left, because our flight was a little bit later than I thought it was, I ran to like the local print shop and I got all of the pages that I inked scanned, which I was a little worried about because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do that. I have an appointment later on in the week with a literary agent on Friday, and so I wanted to see if I could try to get all of my blacks that I needed to spot blacks that I needed to do done. So I was able to requisition from the department a laptop that has an older version of Photoshop on it, and then I got all 40 pages scanned. So if all goes well, that would be good. And then I also spent a little bit of time on the plane with my iPad Pro mapping out some of the things that I want to make. So I've got a couple more sticker ideas. There's a race happening right over there. That's awesome. Got a couple more sticker ideas and stuff. So not a ton, but kind of it was a scramble. So that's kind of what I did.
That's awesome. And did you avoid melting in Arizona with the high heat that's been happening? I don't know if it's high heat there, but man,
we lucked out. Like all last week and the week before that, I've been looking at the forecast, and it's been like every time I ask Alexa, it's like, "Hey, what's the weather down there?" And they're like, "There's an excessive heat warning. It's going to be 120 plus." And then when I got here, or the day we were flying out, a monsoon hit, and it was like 79 degrees and raining. Like it's like 97 right now, but it's not 120. So 97 I can handle.
Yeah, that's good weather. That's amazing. That's really cool. I mean, that's good weather for. Actually, that wouldn't be bad for here. We've been in like the 105s lately.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into struggles, man.
Okay.
I mean, I can say my biggest struggle has just been juggling with work and taking care of the dog that's injured and stuff. But he's starting to really be a lot easier, even to like we have to like syringe water into his mouth, and it's been a lot easier because he's starting to kind of I think feel at home, so that's cool.
Good.
Yeah, and then that's pretty much it for struggles. Just trying to kind of overcome the resistance of like that voice when you get home. You're like, I worked hard, I need to take a break. But then having this conversation, like this is why I'm happy we're even maintaining these, because hearing that you're getting this stuff done, considering like I don't think I would have touched art in that context, and that's kind of amazing, and that's cool that I'm glad you were able to get a laptop and be able to knock some of that stuff out. I'm really excited, man. That's that makes me motivated too, which is cool. So,
yeah. So for me, mainly just travel, travel and paperwork, and then I've just been running errands. Like it took us, I don't know, like at the airport, because we flew into a tiny airport. We hadn't planned, or we hadn't pre-reserved a car, and so where we live, Sprint works just fine. Over here, it does not work just fine. And so we had like half a bar. We're trying to get on the internet, and so like the shop in the airport, they were like, "Yeah, it'll be like $500 to rent this car," and I'm like, "No way, that's ridiculous." And so then I found a place that would do it for like $147 for the same amount of time for like a week. And then I ran that by some people around here, and they're like, "You can't go to that neighborhood after night. Like after the sun goes down, you can't go rent a car there or do anything, like be there at all." And so I was like, "Crap." And so
kind of like the new guy in LA where it's like, I'm going to rent a car from this place because it's cheaper. Have you heard of Watts? Like.
Yeah. So it was kind of like that. So, but then we couldn't we're trying to download the Lyft app, and it took us hours to leave the airport. And it's just been kind of like that the whole time. Anyway, we finally got a car. We finally got situated, and everybody is where they need to be and everything. But most of it literally has just been like, I need to go get everybody food now, and now I need to, Scarlett ran out of this medicine, and so I've got to go get her this stuff, and then I have to run over here, and then I have to make sure that birth mom gets this, and so it's really just been like I've just been like playing like courier, in between like trying to get some baby time. So that's been the struggle. I haven't done anything today.
Yeah.
At all.
No, understandable. Probably nor will you for a couple days. Anybody who's never dealt with taking care of a newborn, and in this case, taking care of a newborn, another child, and your wife, and also another, like a mother who just gave birth, like that's massive, man. That's
yeah.
that pretty much puts a lot of. I still remember with Benji just like hustling and just like, okay, now I need to go get this, now I need to go get this, and then I blink and it was like the next day. So
right.
that's adding to that being out of state. Oh man.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so that's been struggles.
Where are you guys
what
staying?
are your plans?
Are you guys staying at the hospital, or do you have a
yeah,
hotel?
that was a bit of a challenge. We had to wait to see if they were overbooked, and if they weren't overbooked, then they would have like an extra room. And so we had to like sign a bunch of paperwork that said that they weren't going to take care of us, but that we were allowed to do this room and blah blah blah. So there's like a room kind of down the hall that we're in at the hospital, and then my aunt and uncle live close.
Cool.
So I've been kind of currying back and forth between family and hospital and whatnot.
Nice.
So.
Oh man. Scott Circland said congrats and thanks for bringing the cool weather with you.
Yes, you're welcome.
So wow, dude, that's so cool. So have you've gotten a little bit of like holding the baby time though?
Yeah. And he's super alert, like I don't know much difference because my daughter was like that too, but everybody used to point that out as if it was abnormal. But I mean, he's making eye contact with people and
wow,
looking
that's
around
great.
and stuff, and so yeah, he's doing good.
Healthy too, like everything's good.
Yeah, it's 7 pounds 4 ounces and 18 inches or something, 19 inches, 18 and a half.
Wow.
So yes, and he's eating, pooping, doing all the baby stuff.
That's so good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So what are your plans?
My plans. So my plan is basically just to finish the type pencils, and hopefully by the next time we talk, it'll there'll just be. I'll sorry, I was kind of zoning out for a second. I will have started inking the lettering and the panel borders and stuff. It looks a little Blair Witchy.
Sorry.
No worries. No, it's fun.
Yeah. So I actually have been in contact with Scott, who's down and around here.
Nice.
And so we're going to get together. I don't know if that'll happen in the next 2 days, but it's part of plans. At some point in time before I take off, we're going to do a CircWorks Illo Talk crossover event where we kind of talk about some stuff. And so one of my biggest plans is to do that, and then I'm going to try to get some work done. And really, what I need to do is before the end of the week, I need to black out all of those spots of black, which I traditionally do on the paper. But the last couple of weeks, just because of the animation and the deadline of this baby and everything, became I started just shortcutting by just putting in X's, and so I've just got to fill in all the spots with X's. And there were a lot more than I thought. I scanned it, and I think I've got about 9 or 10 pages that I've got to black out, which will be a little bit harder than normal because I normally have like a Cintiq and a mouse, and I'm going to be doing it on a trackpad laptop. So I might go buy a mouse just because that sounds like the worst to do that on a trackpad. But those are my two biggest plans. And then if I'm able to do some stickers, I might try to do a sticker or something.
Awesome. Yeah. Man, that's so amazing. And Scott said he's looking forward to it. So I think in the chats. So you guys.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do that for a super long time, and so doing it face to face and live is even better.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, I think we should probably wrap it just so that you can get back to, you know, your duties and getting food and everything and
Okay.
all the hecticness I'm sure you're dealing with right now. Man, you know, it's a cliche to say, but soak it up, man, because it goes so quick.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so exciting, though. Congrats again. Like that's huge. That is huge. So, all right. Should I walk us out of it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So you can check out Cory's work and also stay tuned to his YouTube channel as well. But you can find all of that at corykerr.com. And also stay tuned to Scott Zirklin's channel, which is Circworks, right? And just kind of keep an eye out for that epic crossover. That sounds amazing. You can find, oh, and he might be doing some sticker stint stuff or other cool stuff, and I'm sure all of that will be up on that site. So definitely check it out. And then you're on my channel, so you know where to find me, but quarterlystories.com would be the place to go to kind of check out my graphic novel. And then I believe the music was my band, No Saboteurs, and you can check that out on Facebook at No Saboteurs. So
the music was us imitating the band.
exactly, we did an excellent job, honestly. But I kind of feel like we keep getting outdone by like Gaz and Mike.
Right.
I love their intros, man.
They have lyrics and they change every time.
That's so good. I think Mike did a freestyle rap on the last one, so you guys should check that out too. And if you're not doing it, do these art checks. It helps you stay motivated. And any last words on your trek back to the old hospital?
No, just you know, if you think you're busy and you can't do anything, you can always do at least a little bit. That's my new motto. At least a little bit.
Yeah, you're for sure an inspiration. All right, thanks for joining us, and we're going to take off. So we will see you guys in 2 days.